adult themes, coarse language, sexual references, drug references, and some violence and horror.
Herbert had come. I do wish Herbert had come. I don't like him rushing off like that.
Well, he was upset. Wouldn't you have been?
You know why I don't get time to poetry.
I only hope he doesn't do her a mischief.
I didn't mean it. I only did it to frighten you. I was in a temper. I'm sorry for what I did.
But my friend said her real name was Peregrine. And I said, well, that's odd.
I don't know.
Would you think about it?
What's the point of thinking about it? He wouldn't come, even if I asked him to.
But supposing he would?
Did you like it?
Well, oh, yeah, jolly good.
I'm delighted.
Not quite my stuff, you know, but jolly good.
We were so sorry your wife couldn't come.
No, there's nothing wrong with her, except that she's jealous of his kite. King's surgeons can do anything to cure him of it.
Then what are you going to do about it?
Nothing.
That's the end of the story.
I was uninformed, self-absorbed, and so biting, yet so fair.
Because she has no hair.
This is all made harder because of the fact that I have to type with my head.
Hello, Bob.
Mother is very proud of you. Very, very proud of you. Quite nicely today.
Sorting Rapinolo had a bud of itch in her ass. Did when anyone's ear banged up, she flogged me with a kitchen noise, back at the head. I was all blood everywhere and so on. Cutscene of his fate, bitch runs out fucking door, and so on, bitch. Smack her in the head. Slag.
Down there, but I mean, you know, a lot of it I'm trying to clean up and fix, but some of it's toast. I guess I don't think about it much, you know, it's just you know, a lot of it I'm trying to clean up and fix.
It's been almost 3 years now since Alan died. One minute we had this wonderful life. The next, well, kids and I were alone.
Your death would obviously have a devastating effect on your family emotionally.
The funeral was hard enough. And then the bills arrived. Oh, there were the flowers, the casket, the cemetery, the funeral director. I was looking at over $5. $5. And I had to pay it then and there. I didn't have that kind of money just lying around, especially with Alan's salary gone, and his life insurance wasn't going to pay out for ages. Look, Alan was a good provider. He just didn't think about that sort of stuff. I wish I had, though.
Fuck me.
Set the airwaves on fire.
I got you, babe.
Now you can return to the decade that changed music forever. Step back in time with rocking Motown classics. Great ballads. And groovy surf hits. Start your collection now by calling 1388 300 188 300 to order your first double CD. Super Hits, packed with 6 classic 60s hits.
Find you're thirsty, regardless of how much you had to drink, and I suggest you take that gun and use it on yourself. Better that than the alternative.
3 out of 12 4-year-olds have admitted to trying alcohol. David from the Parents and Citizens Association says drinking is constructive
young people in today's society must use alcohol in the parents' liquor cabinet with the clear intent of getting as drunk as quickly as possible.
Nelson Bay is the only place. And while you're there, try our
potent opium-based narcotic.
You'll love it.
It's absolutely sensational value. We're also going to give you a second player absolutely free, so you can play for even longer. It means that 2 people can play at once all day.
Good to know about that.
Great news. A threesome.
Kaboom!
A threesome. She might as well bring her mum.
What's that?
G'day!
Not so great news.
It is better to suffer the heat here now on earth rather than to be burnt in hell later on.
They confiscated computers, computer disks, videos, documents, leaflets, diaries. In one raid, they even confiscated the family's child.
You made me look like an asshole out there. You made me feel like a piece of shit. You stay away from me with that stare. Stay away from me.
Yet the dog, actually a real live dog that belongs to the Cocaine Museum and doubles up at night as a watchdog, is so high-tech that it is impervious to the smell of the adjacent toilet bowl full of feces and tightly knotted condoms with cocaine, surrounded by pairs of eyes, blown up Salvador Dali-like, streaming in showers across the ceiling, showing the whites of terror as other condoms explode in the soggy blackness within the stomachs of couriers, while realtors in New York City and Singapore hold their noses and pose with the world's finest policeman, none less than Colombia's chief of police receiving his award in Washington. As the band whips up the anti-drug hysteria, fear of life itself, boosting sky-high prices for drugs in the expanding prison building industry.
We're from the same world, the same class. We belong together.
But it's just that sometimes I think if I weren't a crane, how much easier my life would be.
I flushed the lavatory, careful not to look into the bowl.
of lovemaking on the floor. I felt strange. She was warm, flaccid, with froth on her lips. I felt strange. Swelled and swelled and burst. Swelled and swelled and burst. And a glistening bubble came out of her mouth. And I was shocked. I felt strange. And a glistening bubble came out of her mouth. And a glistening bubble came out of her mouth. And swelled and swelled and burst.
As far as I'm concerned, if he wants to die a certain way, go ahead, help yourself. But if he senses that, it certainly should be carried out. I get a kick out of these killers who do heinous things, sense to die, and then they want things like this to show the American public how terrible it is. It's capital punishment, how awful that is. Then all of a sudden, people don't think about what this man did. And the victims, or victim, whatever the case may be, who he killed, why he killed, how he killed. These things are always forgotten because it's such a long time between being captured, being tried, being convicted, and then waiting for whatever death penalty they can impose upon them. I don't know, folks. Thank you so much for joining us on this Monday. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't run dry. Be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Till then, for the best of talk radio, you know where to stay. Right here on the Liberty Works Radio Network. Radio Network. Trip broadcasting. Heard on KDJR, Southern Louis, Missouri. WLYD, Williamsburg, Pennsylvania. KMBS, Monroe, Louisiana. WBBB, Abbeville, South Carolina. WADA, Shelby, North Carolina. WBZD, Selma, North Carolina. KSPO, Reno, Nevada, and other stations throughout America. This is Liberty Works Radio. If you'd like an audio copy of any of our programs, call 410-857-6600. Thank you for listening. From Washington News Guard, today's world news and coverage for Tuesday, September 18th with Tom Anderson and Steve Myers. Beginning with headlines at 6 o'clock. President Bush has encouraged Americans to take heart as they help themselves and others. He said the danger may not surpass. And we saw the best of America and saw a great country rise up to help. Flying especially más que velocidad. La gran usted velocidad. Estamos pues años de Liberty. De la más que la falla de Alaska, es muy raro que se supone. Como si es no me venía. Como si es nada más que media regulation. Trying to know this. I didn't know what. You're not to be used in a copy of the animal farm trailer. Let me know not the audio you can play your broken decision. Radio, the certainly all the Liberty Works Radio Network and NBC. You can hear the latest about UFOs, unbelievable authors, suppressed free energy technology, and tales to inspire you and improve your life. That's 21st Century Radio, weeknights at 10 p.m. Eastern, on the Liberty Works Radio Network. Visit us all the web at www.21stcenturyradio.com. Retired search engine navigator now to your results. Start intuitive searches at listenhour.com for Generation X searches web their web. If you're between ages 18 and 34, you'll find your website and links including date of the day, shopping, and horoscopes. Listenhour.com allows searching the web your way. Started come toward me. Are you a skeptic or are you a believer? Join me, Rob McConnell, weekly mornings in the X Zone, where fact is fiction and fiction is reality. Join me as we investigate, interact, and interview those in the know with global paranormal and science and parapsychology. Here to believe and here to be heard. Weekly mornings from 2 to 6 live and exclusively on the Liberty Virgin Radio Network.
Man came in, calling. The number one sound source is built to protect you all year. Dual stage airbags protect your head and torso. Adjustable pedals mean more space for your legs. For your torus is new styling that protects the most fragile part of the human anatomy. And while the whole design is 30 inch, 1,000 cash back for 599 financing for 36 months will do wonders for your self-esteem or torus. Which looks the same base and seamless into cash. Ready now for your volume 4 dealer.
New Clark Wants is trend. New Clark recreational road and it's legend. The heat of selling $1 million for a quarter of a century. From improvements, contract release, the most payloaders class, and 4-door standard on super proof. And now get it at 150 with 500 cash back, 439 finance. Ford S Series, setting the trend. The price to be is straight. Please do your policy for you.
If you're overweight, the catabolic diet is the most effective, unbelievable program ever created based on over 100 foods that remove calories from your body. Did you know that every food that enters your body requires various body organs such as liver, spleen, stomach, digestive juices to complete digestion? For example, an ordinary piece of cake that has 300 calories may require 25 calories to complete digestion, but a catabolic food that contains 50 calories may require 100 calories to complete digestion, actually removing fat from your body. Plant-based and catabolic foods result in staggering weight losses. According to the Dr. Excised program, the diet works 3 times faster than starvation. One way to body. Did you know that every food that enters your body requires various body organs such as liver, spleen, stomach, digestive juices to complete digestion? For example, an ordinary piece of cake that has 300 calories may require 25 calories to complete digestion, but a catabolic food that contains 50 calories may require 100 calories to complete digestion, actually removing fat from your body. Plant-based and catabolic foods result in staggering weight losses. According to the Dr. Excised program, the diet works 3 times faster than starvation. One way to remove over 100 foods that remove calories from your body. Did you know that every food that enters your body requires various body organs such as liver, spleen, stomach, digestive juices to complete digestion? For example, an ordinary piece of cake that has 300 calories may require 25 calories to complete digestion, but a catabolic food that contains 50 calories may require 100 calories to complete digestion, actually removing fat from your body. Plant-based and catabolic foods result in staggering weight losses. According to the Dr. Excised program, the diet works 3 times faster than starvation. One way to
Yes or no?
Maybe, I don't know, I never think about that. I mean, there are tapes down there that, a lot of it I'm trying to clean up and fix. Some of it's toast. I guess I don't think about it much, it's just kinda, a lot of it I'm trying to clean up and fix, but some of it's toast. Toast. Toast.
about to be in charge. I'm large and about to be in charge.
Phenomenal young woman, and what a great ambassador for Australia. Yes. What a phenomenal young woman, and what a great ambassador for Australia. Yes. What a phenomenal young woman, and what a great ambassador for Australia. Yes. What a phenomenal young woman, and what a great ambassador for Australia.